You are live now.
Yeah. Okay, so hi everyone. Good afternoon to all. Welcome to the class. So this is my first class on YouTube. So before starting the class, let me introduce first. Uh, I hope everything is fine. Everyone, just let me know in the chat section. Everything is fine. Okay. So before starting the class, let me introduce first. I am Adarsh Kumar Gupta, and I have 2 years of experience in teaching, and I am a software engineer. Okay. So in this today's class, what is the agenda of this today's class? The agenda of this today's class is we will be solving some important questions, important coding problems, okay, which has been asked in TCS NQT examination previously. And there are a huge chance to ask in future also. Okay, fine. Okay. So the questions that I have taken is purely based on hashmap, because I have seen in the previous years many questions has been asked on the basis of hashmap. Fine. Okay. So without doing any further delay, let's get started. Okay. So let's take some brief idea about the hashmap. Okay. Then we will move on to the question. Fine. And no need to worry, I will discuss the input section, how to take the input in Java. I will also cover that. Okay, slowly, every case, every scenario, I will be covering. Okay, fine. So let's see what is hashmap in Java. So fast, just revise all those things. So let's remember in your mind, hashmap is a part of Java collection framework, and it is found in the util package, java.util package. That's it. And what it does, hashmap stores data in key value format in pair. Okay, key value pairs, and each key is associated with the value. What does it mean? Means we can access the value with the help of corresponding key. And how? I will take the example, then definitely you will get it. Fine. Okay. And it is saying duplicate elements are not allowed in hashmap. If suppose duplicate element is coming, then it will update the value of that corresponding key. Okay. So that's why it is saying if you try to insert the duplicate key in hashmap, it will replace the element of the corresponding key. Fine. So just see the example. Suppose I have an array containing some elements. Suppose 5, 4, 3, then again 4, then 2. So suppose I have created a hash map. Okay. Suppose I am giving the map name is in a small letter map. You can give anything. So I'm traversing on this array. I am finding the current element is 5. I am going to insert into the map. Just now I told hash map stores data in key value pair. So means here key will be storing and here value. So in value, I am going to store the frequency, means the current element, how many times it is coming. So 5. So now 5, how many times it is coming? Only one time. So I am just inserting 1. Move ahead. Now the current element is 4. Inserting into the map, coming 1 time. Again 3. 3 is inserting into the map. How many times it is coming? 1 time. Then again 4. It will check. See, you can't say I am inserting 4 here and 1 time. No, I can't say. Why? Because 4 is already present in our map. So what it will do, it will update the value of that corresponding key. Key is 4. So now it will update by 2. Means now 4 is coming 2 times. Fine. Then again 2. So 2 is not in our map. So it will insert 2. How many times? 1 time. Like that. Fine. So means if I am trying to insert the duplicate key, that is 4 in our case, it will replace the element of the corresponding key. Fine. Yeah. So how to create hash map? Let's quickly revise. To create hash map, we have to write hash map. Just see the capital letter. H should be capital, M should be capital. and we have to store in pair, right? Key value. So you can write what is the data type, like integer integer, or integer character, character integer. It can be anything. So I will write, suppose in our case, integer, then again integer, right? This is for key and this is for value. And here you have to give your map name. You can give anything, HM, XYZ, anything. You can give your name also. But for the simplification, I am just writing map. Okay. Then new hash map, then this symbol and this. You have to define this, create hash map like this. Okay. Just by writing this means we have created a hash map. You can assume like this. Fine. So this will store the key and this will store the value. Fine. Suppose now the question, how can I insert the value in our map? So this map name is map. Okay. I have given map. You can give anything. Fine. Now the question is, how can we add? To add the element into the map, we will use put method. So I will write our map name. Map name is map dot put. What I want to store? As key, suppose I want to store 1. And see this example. I am trying to insert 1 and then A. A is nothing but character. So here I have defined integer now. Then accordingly you have to define character here. Why? Because as key I am inserting the value key as integer, and as value I am inserting character. Okay. So accordingly we can modify. So after writing this line, 1 will here and A will here. So after writing this line, 2 will here, B will here. Fine. Fine. Suppose I want to change this B. How can I change this value? So to change element in our hash map, we will use the same method, put method. Okay, we will use the same method, but the corresponding key value, see key value is same now. So this key value I want to change. So I will write map.put, go on the 2 as a key and update the value by E. So it will update by E if you are writing this. Fine. Because 2 is key and 2 is already in our map, it will update with E. That's it. Simple, right? Everything is fine. Okay. Now, how can I remove the element from the hash map? To remove the element, we will use remove method. Okay, remove method. Suppose, see in our case, 1 is there and 2 is there. Suppose I want to remove 1. This section I want to remove. Just simply you will write map dot remove. You have to give only key, not value. Okay, just I am writing map dot remove key. Key is 1, so it will remove this. Simple. Fine. That's it. So I have covered this. Now, how can I traverse? How can I traverse in our hash map? So this is our hash map, right? You can give any name just by creating. And this is key and this is value. Fine. So to traverse on our hash map, we will use this for loop. I will write first map.entry. Then accordingly we will write either it is a string or integer or integer character. Accordingly we will write. Then here you can give any name, any reference variable name, X, Y, Z, your name, entry, anything. So I have written entry. And then you have to give, this is our map name. See, this one is this, but this one is not our map. Okay, so this is our map name, map.entry set. So means I am just going inside our map. Okay. Suppose, okay, this is for the traversing. Now I want to get the key. So to get the key, here is key, na? Here is key, here is value, value. To get the key, I will write with the help of this reference variable, entry dot get key, like this. Okay. And suppose I want to get this value. So we will write with the help of this entry reference variable, I will write entry dot get value. Fine, pretty simple. So that's why I am printing here system dot out dot println. Key is entry dot get key and value is entry dot get value. Fine, it's fine, everyone. Everything is fine till here. Any doubt in this section? Just let me know. Otherwise, I will move ahead. Just let me know in the chat section fast. Yes, someone is saying I don't know hashmap. That's why I am explaining the things before solving the problem. Okay. Everything is fine. Any doubt here till now? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Clear. Great. Okay. Fine. So let's move ahead. Now we are going to solve first problem, because the necessary things that we should know about the hashmap we already learned. Okay. So this is a previous year question. What we have to do? Counting frequencies of array elements. What does it mean? Frequencies means how many times a current element is appearing in our list, or it can be array in our data set, right? Frequency means how many times it is appearing, how many times it is coming in our array. Fine? Fine, everyone? So let's read out the problem statement first. Given an array, so means I have array which may contain duplicates, means it can contain duplicates elements. And what we have to do? We have to print all the elements and their frequencies, means the current element and how this current element, how many times this current element is appearing. We have to print. Just see the example. 11, 25, see. So if you see clearly, the output is correct for this. I'm going to write the output for this corresponding array. Okay, just ignore it. 11. Now 11 is coming how many times? Right now, one time. Fine. Then 25. 25 is coming. I'm here. 25 is coming one time. Fine. Move ahead. 25 is coming again. So I will update this frequency. Fine. Then 11. See, 11 is coming again. So I will update this frequency. Then move ahead. 11 is coming again. Then again we will move, update the frequency. Fine. The next is 25. 25 is coming again. So I will update the frequency. Fine. I'm just increasing by 1. Then 5. 5 is not in our map. So I am writing 5. And right now 5 is coming one time. Fine. Move ahead. 25. 25 is already there. So means we have to increase the frequency. So we are updating the frequency. So means we got this. This is our output. 11 is coming 3 times. 25 is coming 4 times. 5 is coming 1 time. Just one thing. The insertion order of the hashmap, it's not stable. Okay, it can be varied. So means when I'm going to code it and I'm going to print this output, you can see the difference in output. Means the order of the output can be varied. Fine. Means you can be able to see 25 first and it is coming 4 times, then 11 3 times, then 5 1 time. You can see like this. Both are correct. Okay. Question is clear. To see the second example, what we will do? We will traverse the given array. Fine. Suppose I is here. Fine. First thing, I will be creating a hash map. Okay. Suppose I have created a hash map. Fine. Then I will be traversing the given array. The current element is 20. 20 is not in our map. So I will insert map.put 20. Okay. So how many times it is coming? Initially it was 0. Means right now it will 1. 20 is coming 1 time. Okay. Move ahead. 30. 30 is not in our map. So I will be putting the 30 and it is coming 1 time. Okay. Initially 0. But when it is coming into the map, it will increase by 1. So now I will here Okay, one by one, I am moving ahead. So now the current element is 30. So 30 is already there. So what we have to do? We have to just update the frequency by 1. So just update 2. So means in our output, I will be getting 20 is coming one time, 30 is coming 2 times. You can see the difference order. Okay, no need to worry about that. Question is clear to everyone? If it is clear, then I will code it. Okay, so someone is asking traversal means. Okay, traversal means we have to run, we have to traverse, means one by one reaching out the each entry. One by one, I want to go there. Okay, so means suppose I want to traverse this set onto this hash map. I want to traverse, means I want to reach at this first entry, then I want to reach at the second entry, then I want to reach the third entry. If there are some more, then I want to reach at that particular entries. That is called traversal, one by one. Okay, one by one reaching at their reaching at this at every entries. Fine. So question is clear. So now let's code it. Everyone, just let me know in the chat section. I am seeing your chat. Everything is fine. Just let me know in the chat section. Okay, no doubt. So let's code it. Just remember this line. How to traverse. You may find some difficulties to learn it, but while practicing, you will get it. Okay. I know this is something critical, difficult syntax, right? But just by writing again and again, you will get it definitely. Okay. So just keep in mind how to traverse. Fine. Map dot entry, then data types, integer character, then reference variable name, then map dot entry set. Okay, fine. So I'm going to code it. So before coding, just see this example. Just see this. We have to take input as array. Fine. So now I am going to show you how to take input also. Okay. Just a second. Okay. See, the first thing what we have to do, we have to take the input as an array. But before taking the input, first we have to know about the size of the array, right? So first thing, I am going to ask to the user what will be the size of your array. Okay, so int and is nothing but size of the array. So before writing this, we have to write the scanner class. Scanner, you can give any reference variable, sc, anything you can give. The new scanner, then system dot in. Fine. See, what is scanner? Scanner is nothing but it's a class. Whenever you able to see the character, first character as capital letter, then you can say this is class. See, in scanner, S is capital, no? So means scanner is nothing but it's the class. And here also system, S is capital, no? So means system is also a class. And here you can see string. If you're writing a string, in string, if you are writing as capital, right? So string is also class. Fine. So to take the input, I have written scanner as a new scanner system.in. Fine. So I'm going to ask to the user, what is your size of the array? So how can I write? With the help of reference variable, scanner reference variable sc dot next int, because I want to take the input as integer. Fine. So that's why I'm written next int, because array size cannot be negative. Fine. So we have to make sure we have to give the positive size. Okay. Fine. Then after that, I'm going to define an array. create an array, int array. You can give any name. Suppose I'm giving nums. Fine. Then new int. Then inside this, you have to provide your size of the array. So size of the array is n. Fine. Now I have created an array of the size n. Now I have to ask the user, please give me the elements of the array. So how can I take the elements? Suppose I have created array of 5 size. So 5 times I have to ask to the user. 5 times. So means I have to do the repetitive task, asking from the user. So definitely we have to use for loop because we are doing the same thing again and again. So I am writing for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, then I plus plus. Fine. Means from 0 to n minus 1 time. Okay. So I have to put inside the nums array. So nums at I am asking from the user sc dot next int. Fine. Okay. So it will run I is equal to 0, for I is equal to 0, then I is equal to 1, then I is equal to 2, like that. Fine. So till here we have created our array with elements. Now our question is to find out the frequency of each element. Fine. So what we will do, just see. First we have to create hash map. How to create? Just now I told I will have to write hash map. Then data type, both are integer. Why? The elements are integer and the frequencies are also integer, like 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. What are these? These are integer. Okay. So integer for the key and integer for the value. Okay. So you can give here any name. So I'm writing map is equal to new hash map. Fine. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to iterate on our array one by one and we have to store into our map. So I'm going to do this. For iterating, we have to use for loop. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, then I plus plus. We have to add in our map. Now here you will get a new concept. I will tell you. Map dot put. Just now I told we have, if you want to insert any element as key value, so you have to use put method. So what I want to store, nums of I, right, current element, and then corresponding value. Now how can I write? See, now you will learn a new thing. If you see here, we are updating the frequency again and again, right? But how can I update? So there is a method, map dot get. If I am writing get, and here I am giving the key, suppose 20. Okay, map dot get 20. So what it will give? It will give 1. This is key, na? This is key. This is value. So I am writing a key 20 map dot get. I want something value for this key. So it will print 1. But suppose I want to update. Suppose 20 is coming again. So I have to update by 1, by increase 1, right? So how can I increase? So there is a method. I will write map dot get. Sorry. Just see once again, map dot get or default. Okay, what is this? This is inbuilt method. Map dot get or default means it will automatically update our value. How? What should I write here? Here we will write our key, that is nums I, right? Nums I current value. Then initially it is 0. Initially, if it is not appearing, means it is 0 times. But whenever it is coming in our map, we have to add 1. We have to add 1. Okay. So from here we are learning that we have learned that to update the frequency, to update the value, we will use this. Any doubt in this method? Map dot get or default. So I am just reaching out there first 20th entry, and then I am adding one. Okay. So the same thing I am going to write into the code. So here I have inserted key. Then after that, we have to update the frequency. So I'm going to write map.get or default. Okay. First, we have to reach at that particular key, that is num psi. Okay. Initially it is 0. Then we have to increase by 1. That's it. So means we have created hashmap. We have inserted all the elements that are containing in our array. Now we have inserted all those, and we are updated. We also updated the frequency just by writing this map.get.default. Got it? Fine. So means till now we did this thing. This part we had done. We have created map. We have inserted all the elements with their frequency. Right now, our hash map will look like this. Just now we have to print this. That's it. Okay. Till now it's fine. Everyone? So let's print it. How to print, how to traverse to print. We have to traverse. Definitely we have to traverse, right? So let's traverse. For just now I have explained, I have to write map dot entry. What is the data type? Integer. Then integer. Okay. Then we have to give a reference variable name. Okay. So suppose I'm giving entry. Then where I have to traverse? Where? In our map, right? In our map. So our map name is map, M-A-P-C. This is our map name. Fine. So map dot entry set. Entry set. You have to write to traverse on the all entries. Fine. Okay. Just simply we have to print it. For printing, we already know system dot out dot print ln. What we have to print? We have to print first key and their frequency. So how to get key? Just now I told entry dot get key. How to get value? Entry dot get value. So the same thing I'm going to write entry dot get key. Okay. So, and also I'm just printing some space. Then entry dot get value. Fine. Entry dot get key with some space, entry dot get value. That's it. Fine. It's fine. Okay. So let's run it. The first thing what we have to give, we have to give the size of the array. Suppose size of the array I'm giving 5. Okay. 5. Then after that, we have to give 5 elements of the array. Suppose we are giving 10, then 20, then again 20, then 30, then again 10. Fine. Press enter. Now it is giving our output. 20 is coming 2 times, 10 is coming 2 times, and 30 is coming 1 time. Okay. See, you can't say like 10 should appear first. In hashmap insertion order, hashmap does not maintain the insertion order. Fine. So it can be in different order. No need to worry about that. Fine. So the question is clear to everyone? The code part is clear to everyone? Just let me know. I'm seeing your chat section. Someone is saying, sir, अगर trees and graph के questions आते हैं तो input कैसे लें? In upcoming classes, I will take that. Okay. I will be teaching you how to take input. Okay. For trees, for graph, how to create trees. Okay. No need to worry. Someone is saying, I think NQT coding question harder than this. I will take the harder question as well. No need to worry. Fine, no need to. So since this is first class, that's why I'm taking from the base. Okay. Sir, I am habituated with C++. Will there be any problem in NQT? No. You can use any language. Your logic should be strong. Your problem solving should be strong. Okay. Programming language doesn't matter. Fine. So that's it about this problem. Now we will solve some another. Okay. This is also a TCS previous year questions. Okay. I have seen this particular problem multiple times by some with some variation also. Okay. See. So let's first read out the problem statement. Majority element. The problem name is majority element. Let's read out. So given an array nums of size n. So we have an array of the size n. What we have to do? We have to return the majority element. We have to return the majority. What is majority element? So it is defined that here majority element is the element that appears more than n by 2 times. So what is this? This is nothing but floor value. We have to take it. Okay. Floor. And if you are writing like this is seal. Seal. Okay. Math.seal, math.floor. Okay. So it is saying floor value you have to take. Means you have to return that particular element that appearing more than n by 2 times, not equal to, more than n by 2 times. You may assume that majority element always exists in our array. Okay, the question is saying majority element always you will get it in the array. Okay, let's see the example. Nums array. This is our nums array. So we have to return that element which is coming more than n by 2 times. What is the size of this nums array? N is 1, 2, 3. 3 elements are there. So size of the nums array is 3. What we will do? We have to create hashmap and we will count how many times a current element is appearing. So means like this. Suppose we have created map and 3. So we are traversing one by one. So 3 is there. How many times it is coming? Right now 1 time. Then 2. How many times? 1 time. Then again 3. 3 is already there. So it will update. So which element we have to return? 3 or 2? The question is saying if any current value, any element is appearing more than n by 2. N is 3. So what will be the value? N is 3. 3 by 2. So 2 1 ja. So that element which is appearing more than 1 time, that element we have to return. So if you see 3 is coming 2 times. Yes, it is appearing more than 1 time, but 2 is coming 1 time. So it is equal to 1. So we will not return. We will return 3 as our output. Why? Because it is appearing more than 1 time, more than n by 2 times. Clear, na? Simple, right? In the same way, you can see this. So let's create a hash map. This is our map, fine. And I'm just going to insert. 2 is coming 1 time. The next 2 is coming again. So we will update. Then 1 is coming again. So 1 is coming right now 1 time. Then again 1, I will update. Then again 1, I will update. Then again 2 is already there. So I will update. So 2 again. So I will update. Fine. So what we have to do? We have to first calculate n by 2, right? According to this. So n is, what is n value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Okay. So 7 by 2, 2, 3 is 6. So floor value we have to take. So 3. So that element which is appearing more than 3 times, not 3 times, more than 3 times, that element we have to return. So see, 2 is coming more than 3 times. It is coming 4 times, no? means more than 3 times, so we have to return 2. Okay, and 1 is coming 3 times, so we need not to return this according to this question. Fine. So we are getting that element which is appearing more than n by 2 times, means more than 3 times. So 2 is our output. Question is clear, everyone? Can you explain question 2 once again? I'm explaining now. Just see. Now it's fine. What we have to do? Just simply we have to create a hash map. Just now we did. We have to create a hash map and we have to insert all those elements with their corresponding frequencies. And then after that, what we have to do? We have to traverse. We have to traverse on this key. On this key. With the by solving this problem, you will get one new thing also. Okay. Map dot see. I just want to listen. I just want to traverse on the key set. On the key set. On the key set. How can I write? I will write map dot key set. I will write like this. I will write like this. Map dot map is our name. Hash map name. Then where I want to traverse? On this key. On this key set I want to traverse. So I will write map dot key set. Okay. If I am able to get the key, then definitely I can get the corresponding value with the help of get method, right? Suppose you got 2, then corresponding value I can get now just by writing map dot get and giving the key, then it will give 4, right? Fine now, everything is fine. So here we learn a new thing. What? To traverse only on the key set, only on the key set. We have to use map dot key set. Fine. So it will give the what it will give? It will give the each key. It will give 2, then it will give 1. Okay. So we will run a loop on this key set, and one by one we will be getting the each key. Fine. Let's code it. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Fine. So these things I am just keeping the same, right? Okay. Everything is same. Everything is same. So the first line, taking the input scanner class, taking the size of the array, creating the nums array, and then taking the elements of the nums array from the user. Then here I have created the hash map. Okay. And then I'm just putting all these elements of the array into the map with their frequencies. Fine, till here, fine now, the same code. Then this is the same code of the previous, right? What we have to do? Just we have to traverse onto this key set and check whether its corresponding value, it is coming more than n by 2. Just we have to check now. Corresponding value for each key, we have to check corresponding value whether it is coming more than n by 2 times. If it is coming more than n by 2 times, we will just simply print it and we will return. Fine. Just see this. Till here it's fine. Till here it's same. I am just going to traverse onto the key set. So I am going to use for each loop. So see, you will learn a new thing also. I am going to write int, okay, any variable name. You can give x, y, z, anything. X, okay, then colon. Then where I want to traverse, I want to traverse on key set, right? So I'm going to write map dot key set. So this is for each loop, like, right? So here I've written data type. Here it is x, any variable name you can give, and where I want to traverse. I want to traverse on the key set. So that's why I've written. So means x is now containing each key one by one, 2, then 4, right? These values. So now just by writing this, just listen carefully. For here I've written int data type, any variable name you can give, and I'm going to traverse on each key. on this. Okay, so map dot key set. So this is for loop. It will iterate one by one. So every time x is containing first, x is containing 2, then in the next iteration x will be containing 1, like this. Okay, so with the help of key we can get the value. Just now I told. So I will check if map dot get, I'm giving the key, x is containing key, x is containing 2, then 1, one by one, right? So map dot get x, it will give 4, right? If I'm writing get, then it will give the corresponding value, na? So map dot get of x, I will check if this value is greater than n by 2. If it is greater than n by 2, then we have to return this. This is our answer. Not equal to, okay? So I will just simply print system.out.println out. You can give anything. Out. What? X. We have to print x. X is nothing but our key. See, we have to return key, na? So x is our key. That's it. Fine. Fine, everyone. So the same thing I'm going to write into the code. So I'm just traversing onto the key set, and then I'm going to check if map.get of x, if it is greater than n by 2, then this key will be our answer. So I'm going to print it. System.out.println this x. Fine. And then after you can return or you can stop, you can give. Suppose I'm not getting any value which is coming more than n by 2 times. Suppose, but this case will not happen because in the question already says you may assume that majority element always exists in there. Okay, so the case where I can't get any majority element, this case will not be able to find. Okay, but in case for your convenience I'm writing, you can ignore it also. System.out.println. If you are not finding any majority element, you can just simply print -1, means we are not getting any majority element. Okay, fine. You can remove this line, no need to worry. Okay, so let's run it. The first thing, we have to give the input size. So let's say 7, the same example I'm giving. Then I have to give the input. What are the elements? 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. So 2, then 2, then 1, then 1, then 1, then 2, then 2. 7. Okay, then press enter. So it is giving majority element is 2. Fine, you can give any input and now you can check it. Fine, everyone. Someone is saying, can't we solve this without using hashmap? Yes, we can solve. Just tell me what is the time complexity of this code. Let me know the space complexity first. Here we are using hashmap now. We are using space hashmap. So order of n. We are traversing each and every element, right? So time complexity will be order of n. Fine. One by one we are traversing in every element. So order of n will be the time complexity, and space complexity is also order of n. Why? Because we are using hashmap. Fine. Now the question is, how can we solve this particular problem without using hashmap, without using extra space? Suppose you are appearing in an interview and you are providing this solution using hashmap. Using hashmap, interviewer will not be happy. Okay, definitely interviewer will say, please optimize it. Means, suppose you are not allowed to use extra space. So in that case, how will you solve? Okay, so that thing we are going to discuss. Okay, fine. Someone is saying n by 2. Exactly, more voting algorithm. Yes, that is the way to solve this problem without using hashmap. Okay, so let's learn this because it's important. It's very important. If you are giving interview, definitely interview will ask you. Okay, so let's see. So now we are going to learn a new thing again. Boer-Moore voting algorithm. Fine. Okay, just see. So I am taking the same example, nums array. So nums array. So 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, and then 2, 2. Okay. So nums array n is equal to 7. Okay. Just think, just listen carefully. What Boer-Moore voting algorithm says. So initially, Boer-Moore voting algorithm says it has two parts: assumption part, verification part. In this problem, we will not be performing the verification part. Verification part means what? To verify whether we are getting the correct result or not in the assumption part. Okay, see, the question is saying definitely you will get one majority element in every case. Okay, so that's why here I am going to perform only assumption part. See, Boer-Moore voting algorithm says the first thing, let's define a majority variable and their count. Listen carefully. If you listen carefully, then definitely you will be able to code by yourself. Okay. So what I am assuming that for the time being, the current element is here 2. First element I am assuming majority. Fine. And how many times it is coming? Right now, 1 time. Fine. Okay, move ahead. Current element is 2. So this algorithm says, is it matching with our assumed majority element? See, we assumed, na? We assumed. This is assumption part. So here, see, the current element is 2. Is it matching with our majority element? Yes, it is matching. If it is matching, then increase the count. Okay. Then again move ahead. This 1. Current element is 1. Is it matching with our majority element? No. 2 is not equal to 1. It is not matching with our majority element. Then what we will do? We will decrease the count. So 2 cases. If it is matching with our majority element, then we will increase the count. If it is not matching with our majority element, we will decrease the count. Fine. Move ahead. Right now, current element is 1. Is it matching with our majority element? No, it's not matching. So we will decrease the count. Now count will become 0. Fine. Move ahead. The current element is 1. Is it matching with our majority element? No, it's not matching. If it is not matching, what we have to do? We have to decrease the count. But here count is 0. We will not decrease. Listen carefully. Current element 1 is not matching with our majority element. Fine. So we have to decrease the count. But before decreasing the count, we have to check whether it is 0 or not. If it is 0, then we can't decrease. Okay. So if count is 0, then what we will do? We will update the majority element with the current element. So now our majority element is current element, that is 1. And now it is coming 1 time. So I am updating the count also. Got it? Here is twist. Okay. So let's move ahead. Current element is 2. Is it matching with our majority element? No, it's not matching. If it is not matching, then what we have to do? We have to decrease the count. So let's decrease the count. Now count is 0. Fine. Move ahead. Now the current element is 2. Is it matching with our majority element? No, majority element is 1. Na? It is not matching with our majority element. So what we have to do? We have to decrease the count. But again, count is 0. So instead of decreasing the count in this case, we will update the majority element with the current value. Current value is 2. And now 2 is coming one time for the time being right now. Fine. In the same way, I will move ahead. Now I am index out of bound. Means we done. We did it. So this majority variable is containing right now 2. This majority element we will simply print. This is our result. Fine. This is our result. So 2 is our result. Because if you do n by 2, so 7 by 2, 2 3 are 6. So 2 how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times it is coming. So 2 is coming 4 times, more than 3 times, right? So 2 is our answer according to this Boyer-Moore voting algorithm. Everyone got this algorithm? Any doubt? Any doubt? Just let me know. Just let me know if you have any doubt. I'm reading your chats. Just let me know if you have any doubt in this algorithm. No, great. So everyone got this algorithm? So initially everything is 0, like majority is 0, count is 0. Then we will just match. The current value is matching with our majority. If it is matching, then what we will do? If it is matching, then what we will do? We will increase the count. If it is not matching, we will decrease the count. But before decreasing the count, we will check whether the count is 0 or not. If it is count is 0, then we will not decrease. We will update the majority and set the count is equal to 1. Fine? Fine now? So let's code it. So see, this is a lead code problem basically, okay? So we can write on the online compiler also if you say, but both are fine because we already know how to take input for the array, right? The same input I have to take now. So I am going to write here. Fine, everyone? Fine now? Okay, just try to solve this. Whatever that I told as a story format, I am going to code it. The first thing what we have to do, we have to define two variables, majority and count. Okay, so let's write int majority is equal to 0. Okay, initially int count is equal to 0. Sorry, 0. Fine. So what we are going to do? We are going to traverse each and every element of the enums array. So for int I is equal to 0, y less than n. What is n? We have to define. Right, int n is equal to nums dot length. Fine. So I plus plus. Fine. Okay. So the first thing, if the current element is matching with our majority, then we will increase the count. I'm just going to check if this majority element, or you can write num psi, you can write anything, num psi is matching with our majority. If it is matching, then we have to increase the count. So count plus plus, right? Else, if it is not matching, then we will decrease the count. But before decreasing the count, we have to check count is 0 or not. If it is not 0, then we can decrease, right? So here we will check if count is 0, then we can't decrease, right? If count is 0, in this case, what we have to do? We have to update the majority as a current element. So I'm going to write majority is equal to current element, how can I write? Nums are 5. Fine. And we have to set count is equal to 1. Hope you remember. Just now I told count is equal to 1. Fine. Or else if count is not equal to 0, then we can decrease. So I'm going to write else count minus minus. That's it. After doing all those things, after traversing each and every element, we can return our answer. That is majority. So return majority. Fine. So let's try to run it. See, it's accepted. Let's try to submit it. Okay, fine. Any doubt, anyone? Yes, it's accepted. Fine. Right, everyone? Everything is fine. Any doubt in this problem? If you have any doubt, you can tell me. If you are enjoying this session, just thumbs up. If you are finding this session useful, then just let me know. Then only I will be taking the next class. Okay? Fine, everyone? No doubt? Just let me know. Explain one more time, please. But if we are asked to find the count using this algorithm, then how can it? You can traverse on the count iteration every time we are updating, and also you can traverse on the majority. For every element, we can get the corresponding value, right? We can do that like that. Just thumbs up if everything is fine. You can hit the like button also. So we will be taking more classes on based on this in future. Okay, someone is saying explain one more time. Just see, let's see the fast. So see, this is our current nums array. We have to define two variable, majority and count. Fine. So we are assuming 2 is our majority element initially. I'm going to traverse here. Okay, one by one. And now it is coming one time. So current element is 2. It is matching with our majority element. Yes. So we will update, right? Move ahead. 1. Is it matching with our majority element? No, it's not matching. We will decrease the count. Move ahead. 1. Is it matching with our majority element? No, we will decrease the count. Again 1. Is it matching with our majority element? No. So we will decrease the count, but count is 0. So instead of decreasing, we will update the majority with the current value, that is 1. And we will set the count is 1. And the current value is 2. Is it matching with our majority element? No. So we will decrease the count. Current value is 2. Is it matching with our majority element? No. We will decrease the count, but count is 0. So we can't decrease. We will update with the current value, that is 2, and set the count is 1. And now we are index out of bound. We will stop and we will return this majority. Fine. Someone is saying how to find the middle element in a linked list. Okay, I will check this question in linked list part. How to deep clone a graph. Okay. TCS NQT to coding questions के लिए वीडियो ले आइए सर. Okay, fine. I got this question in interview. Okay. Okay. So any doubt in this Boyer Moore voting algorithm? Since here we are not using any extra space, right? So means order of one time complexity, right? Sorry, space complexity. So time complexity, what will be the time complexity? Just let me know in the chat section. Space complexity as well. Just let me know in the chat section fast. What is the time complexity and space complexity for this code? Let me know in the chat section fast. Order of n. Order of n is what? Time complexity or space complexity? Exactly. So order of n and order of 1. Yes. Since we are traversing each and every element of the nums array one by one, approximately n times. So the time complexity is order of n. And here we are not using any extra space. In this algorithm, we are not using any hashmap extra space. So means space complexity is order of 1. Fine. Okay, fine. Fine, everyone. Okay. So this is all about this today's class. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay. And we will meet in the next class with some more coding problems, important coding problems. Okay, important questions. Okay, fine, everyone. Someone is saying, sir, did time complexity matters in TCS NQT? See, it depends on the test cases, right? And constraints also. Fine. Okay, this is all about this today's class. So we will meet in the next class. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Fine.